Hello, everybody. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are watching today or tomorrow, even if you're in Australia. Welcome to 2022. And a beautiful sound from the singing bowl to help us welcome in another year of language facilitation energy focus. So welcome today for those of you who are joining me. My name is Marci Melzer. I'm an intuitive speech and language pathologist and language facilitation coach and consultant with wavesofcommunication.com. And every week on my language facilitation energy focus videos, I provide 3 pieces of information to help you move forward in your week. Number 1, we're going to talk just a little bit about the astrology and what's going on around us in the energy that affects all of us. Second, I'm going to share with you my top 3 videos for the week to help you work with the energies. And I'm going to share one of my language facilitation inspiration cards with you to help you, incorporate language facilitation into your project for the week. So thanks for joining me, everybody. Today's topic, let me pull up all my graphics, get all my things ready. Today's topic is foundation checkup. And we're talking about this week in January. We're getting going now. Schools are back open and everybody's back at work. And so we're starting out the new year. And while a lot of people are making New Year's resolutions, I feel like that's been going on now for a lot of people all around the world. And now we're actually getting to the work. This is Capricorn season. The moon is just sliding out of Aquarius into Pisces. And we're just really getting started with things moving forward. We're cleaning up all the last of whatever wasn't working in 2021. And just seeing those things all tidied up now, exited out, put into storage. We're grateful for those things that happened, but it's time to move forward and it's time to check your foundations because there is some big astrology that's going on now. We've got Venus, one of the personal planets, that is in retrograde right now. It's in retrograde all the way till the end of the month, and Venus in retrograde is a great opportunity for us to really look at the things that are involved in our foundations of our house, of our body, of our health care. This is a great time to get your exercise regime and your haircut and all that stuff. Everybody's thinking about, how do I look? What's my new look for 2022? This Venus retrograde is a great way to do that. Now, when I look at look, I think about, how do you represent yourself as a language facilitator? Are you presenting as, have you informed everybody around you that you're on the mission, including the late talker? Have you established all the things that you're doing in your plan to make sure that everybody knows we're on track to make big progress this year? There's no messing around in 2022. We're going to get back. It's a 6-year astrologically. When you add up those numbers, 2022, it's a 6. And 6 numerology wise is about give and take. We get back finally all the effort, the talking, the connecting, all the things that we're doing. We're going to start to see some reciprocity from our efforts. That's what we all want, the return on investment. But you can't get a good return on investment unless you have good foundations. So that's what we're going to be talking about this week, is how to use that. We're firmly in the middle of this Venus retrograde, and I want you to focus on that energy this week. And how we're going to do that with the top 3 videos. Every week, I show you this little graphic because I want to remind you, there's mindset, there's tips, there's everywhere around me on the language, on the Waves of Communication platform. I produce information that will help you ride out all the little problems that exist in your life because you live or work or deal every day with a late talking child. And so here are the videos that I have recommended for you this week to help you with setting and establishing good foundations as you move forward. And here's the first one. It's how to make a smart investments for their best speech results. Now, these investments that I'm talking about are not necessarily financial. They're your time, your effort, and your money, of course. And again, now that we're in the new start of the year, all the centers are opening back up. All the advertising is going to be coming at you about what is available for you. I've done the same thing. I've talked to you all over the past few weeks about the worksheets and the workbooks, and the cards and the videos and the coaching that's available for you. And all their providers will be doing the same. That video that I just shared with you shows you how to make decisions for your family, because not every provider, every method, every strategy, every way is right for you. That video helps you find out what's right for you. I work with parents all over the world, and trust me, I don't work the same with them. Each family requires their own lens for language facilitation, because the whole reason the child is late talking is different for every family. The root cause is different, and the current blockages are different based on the environmental and the mindset issues that are going on in your individual family. And so that first video is going to show you how to make the right investment based on what's important to your family right now. And it might be different than it was 2 months ago. And it's definitely going to be different than it is 6 months from now, especially if you are on a plan to make progress. Okay, the second video that I have for you today is this one that is 5 reasons late talkers love language facilitation. And this is another one to help you with your foundations, because you're going to be investing in language facilitation. Now, progress doesn't happen unless the late talker also invests in the language facilitation work, right? They've got to want to love the work if they're overcoming challenges, late talking. So 5 reasons that they love it. And when you watch that video, you're going to learn those 5 things about you that they love. That's why they love language facilitation. The number one reason is it's you, and not some stranger, a therapist, a teacher, a doctor, a whatever, somebody who doesn't know them better than you. You love them. You know them best. They know you best. It works faster and easier when you buy in and they buy in. And that's what all this is about. So that video is going to really help you with that. And then here's the third one. Again, thinking about the foundations of why you are making your decisions, about the foundations of what you're doing, what you're planning, what you're investing in, what you're doing. I want you to really think about this video again, which is about these autism red flags unmasked. When you want to learn their true meaning. So if you're looking at autism red flags or behaviors or considering them, or someone else is pointing them out, they do exist. You see them. But what you need to do in this video is learn their true meanings, because the truth is, whatever behaviors your child is demonstrating now, or lack of them, the refusal to participate is also a behavior, right? Those isolation is a behavior. It's just not directed at you. You're still judging it. Other people are judging it, and they're calling it autism, when in fact it is a true communication behavior that you can learn the meaning behind those behaviors and turn them into spoken language. And then guess what? The behaviors go away because the child starts to use speech to communicate those same things. Even if it appears to be a STEM behavior, and it might be a STEM behavior, we need STEM behaviors because we're thinking obsessive thoughts, and we need to calm ourselves down and regulate ourselves when our minds start go crazy, or we need to organize our emotions or our feelings or our energy. We use those behaviors. When we need a STEM, we are communicating, I am not regulated. I need assistance. I need a calming situation in my life right now. And they'll seek it. And when you see those seeking behaviors, know that they are unconscious, nonverbal requests. They are demands even sometimes that the child gets some help. And when you offer the help behind those red flag behaviors, then you're going to give the kids the communication they need to turn them into speech. It happens for every family. It doesn't matter where these red flag behaviors are coming from. If they're coming from, a feeling, a sensory, and a mindset, it could be a physical, it could be an environmental, or it could be an emotional or mindset situation. All three of those triggers cause red flag behaviors. So if you're judging it all as the same thing, a neurological condition that you've got to treat with, outside influences, then you're missing this big opportunity to really take advantage of those behaviors, all communication that comes from your child, and use it to teach them. So those are the 3 videos that I have going on this week. And so now we're going to move into the language facilitation resource, the cards that I made up. And I'm not going to pull one out of here today, because I just want to show you that they are still available. I still do have a few decks, and you can get them in the link in the description box. But I've got one that I pulled out that I want to show you. For this week, it's about the rules, right? So we are establishing foundations. And in your household, there are rules about things. In the community, lots of rules about things. Now, there are vaccines available for kids, and a lot of kids are getting sick. So you want to remind your kids that it is a good idea. Rules are good ideas to kids. They are good ideas to you because they help things move easily. They help everything happen. They help keep people safe. And so late talkers easily can follow rules. In fact, they like rules, because rules provide them with structure and consistency that they need to understand what's going on behind these rules, why we need the rules. In fact, that's the whole reason rules exist, is to teach us how to keep our boundaries, how to keep ourselves safe, right? When we follow rules. And we make rules because they're good ideas for everybody. And so the good ideas for your household, and late talkers absolutely can follow rules. Most people think that they don't understand what's going on, but in fact, when you teach them rules, you are facilitating more spoken language. So here's the strategies on the flip side of this card, and it is lay down the law. Again, those laws and rules and things exist because it makes life better for people. A lawless world is chaos, and when people don't know what's expected of each other, we overstep or we don't provide. When you have the structure of the rules and boundaries, it makes your life and the late talker's life easier, not harder, as long as everybody understands why the rules exist. They're not just random rules that are you lay down the law. And this is how you lay down the law. Remember, late talkers rely on structure and consistency. They need this consistency from you to learn the behavior that's expected of them. Because remember, they're not understanding prompt. They're not learning the long-term thing. They're just answering that question in the moment. Teaching the rules in a structured way through your consistent behavior is how you get them to learn it and integrate it, right? And know what's expected of them. Know how to develop social behavior. Know how to develop interaction behavior that you want for them to do. They need to understand what's expected in every unique environment that they visit. If they're going to the doctor, it's a different expectation of their behavior than if they're going to the playground. It's a different expectation if they're going to visit auntie, or if they've got to go to the library. They need to know what's expected of them. You can't just haul them there based on your mind. You know what you expect. How will they ever know unless you teach them ahead of time? This is what you're going to do. Review these expectations before, during, and after. Before, during, and after. When we go here, we're going to do this. While you're there, you remind your child what we're going to do, what is expected of us. We are together in this thing. We have to be quiet, not you. You're all in the library. You're all at the party. It's time to have fun. You're all at the playground. Let's watch for cars. You know what I mean? You all have the same boundaries. Share those. You're together now in 2022. It's not these rules that you in place on your kids. They're rules that everybody follows because they're good ideas to keep us safe. This second one here, you're going to provide details explanation, including the reason for the rule, because these late talkers, they will establish these foundations when they understand why rules. Oh, if I go in the street, I'm going to get squished by a car. So it's a good rule to look both ways before I cross the street. This is how we learn our lessons, right? Lessons are the foundation, rules, structure is the foundation. Okay, demonstrate the speech and behavior you are expecting. Watch me look both ways to see the car. Watch me say hi to auntie and greet her before you ask the kid to do that. Demonstrate what you want to see so they can learn from your example. And the more consistent you are with your examples, the more consistently they will, oh, this is what we do when we go there. You're going to say it before you go. You're going to do it when you're there. And then after you're done, you even talk about it. What a great job you did. I love how you went up to auntie and said namaste. I love how you shared your cookies with your cousins. I love how you saw the other kids climbing all the way to the top and you went and joined them. You were so brave. All those things that they did that you love, you want to talk about it because you want them to do it again. It was so good. You want to see this behavior again. And this is how late talkers learn and integrate long term instead of just prompting, which relies on you to keep doing the prompting all the time. Teach the rules, teach the structure for each individual activity. You can do this 80 times in your day, from the time you wake up and you're getting dressed and you're brushing teeth and you're eating food and you're playing and you're crossing the street and you're waiting, you're having your child wait while you finish a phone call. You're making them wait for their cookies until after they eat their lunch. You're making these rules every day, all day. And language facilitation helps you use these rules to teach spoken language that your kiddo needs, because they're going to want to negotiate these rules. They're going to want to, say, I want 3 cookies, or I want cookies now instead of after lunch. And that negotiation with your rules and boundaries elevates your spoken language. So it's way beyond, I want something. It's down to how many and why and when and where and why should we eat them now? And maybe it's a good idea to wait, or maybe we should just eat them now. All of those things you have the opportunity to discuss when you use these strategies, instead of just laying down the rules and saying it's your way or the highway. And that's what all of this is about. Okay, so let me put some of these away. Whoops, I'm clicking on more things. Let me just put all this away. Boop, boop, boop. All right, so thank you again. Woo, I'm still not getting them all put away. Golly. There we go. Okay, so now thank you again for joining me, everybody, today for Language Facilitation Energy Focus. Just as a reminder for all of you, there are tons and tons of things available. There are the Language Facilitation Inspiration Card Deck is available. The workbook is available. All of these videos are available for you on YouTube. There is no excuse. Wavesofcommunication.com is the place to go to get all of the information you need, strategies you need, everything you need. Whoops, and one more thing I want to remind you about tomorrow. Tomorrow's Q&A day, and every Thursday is Q&A day. So if you have questions about your late talker, you want to know, what's going on, what happened over the holidays, was there good things, bad things, check in with me. This is your free opportunity every single week on Thursdays at 11 a.m. Eastern. You can join me right here where you're watching me right now. ask me questions and see the answers to what other people are, struggling through too, because that's always very helpful. That's how it works in our Waves of Communication community. All the parents share their information and other parents learn from other parents at the same time. And I think that's what goes on here on the Waves of Communication social media channel as well. So again, I'm really looking forward to a big 2022. We've got lots and lots of wonderful things coming. The book translations are working right now. Spanish is coming out, German is coming out, Hindi is coming out, Arabic is coming out, and then they're expanding from there. And at the same time, I'm kind of juggling all these translations and getting the files together so that we can get them out on Amazon. So stay tuned. If someone in your life doesn't read English very well and you want to share this workbook with them, the opportunity is going to be coming available. So stay tuned. And don't forget to join me tomorrow for Q&A. One more time, just as a request, please like this video, share it with your friends, just share the platform with your friends, share the ideas with your friends, share the video links with your friends, just share the idea of Waves of Communication. We really, really like your support, and the way that more people learn about language facilitation is from you. I know that I help more people because grandmas and aunties and friends and neighbors are sharing these videos because I know they're helping you. I know the strategies are working for you. And the more you dig in and try and share and keep talking about it, the more families around the world are going to join us here on the Waves of Communication community. And yeah, we're going to get more kids talking this year than ever before. I can feel it. I am setting major foundations for this platform. These resources are available for you, but it is up to you to take advantage of them. Everything you need is here. You don't have to pay anything to get started. It's just a mindset change. And when you do, you're going to really see the benefit. I promise you. Every parent, I get messages every single day from parents worldwide who tell me how their lives have changed because of language facilitation. They're connecting with their kids, they're hearing them share their wisdom with the world. And that is the mission. They've got stuff to tell us, and we need to equip and empower them. So thanks for joining me today, everybody. I always look forward to every single week to share these energies with you and empower you, because you can do this. I know that you're better. That's the whole reason I quit being a therapist and started to empower parents. I can help more kids this way because you guys are better. You're connected, you're there, you know them. Let's get this done. Thanks again for joining me today, everybody. Wishing you all the best for your setting your foundations in 2022. And I'll see y'all tomorrow for live Q&A. Bye for now.